per day. This is the shot here, boys. Award-winning right here. This is what they call cinema. How's my hair? It's a good windswept hair. I thought that maybe this evening we could try for a sunset pano out here at Cape St. Francis. This is fun. Look at this. It's got a little bag hook for extra stability, which is pretty cool. What's happening? The reason I can't raise it is because the bag is weighing it down and I'm not actually lifting it. Got it. Yeah, that's legit what's happening. Okay. Basic idea is hoping, and I think there's a reasonably good, come back here, you, reason to believe this, but I think we're gonna get a really cool high cloud sunset. And so I headed out here to, well, Pooch Cove, but then I decided to keep going to this little place called Cape St. Francis, which is a little further north. And I got out here and I sized up this potential pano. There's every chance in the world that I'm just gonna like not be able to make a decision, not be able to make a call, basically not pull the trigger on any one composition. And I'm just gonna run around like a fool and miss everything. We're all the way out here looking at this amazing sky right now. It's hard to quantify what makes a really nice sunset shot, but high cloud that lights up, with that cotton candy pinks and sometimes those gorgeous oranges and reds and such. Like, obviously that's a hallmark of a good sunset. Tonight was cloud coverage of 70%, all of it high, 0 middle, 0 low, which is pretty decent. So it's worth going out and really taking your chances and seeing what you do end up with as far as clouds go. I know I started out up top with an idea for a pano, but while I was waiting around having a little bit of coffee, I decided to come down here and check out the opposite direction of the way I was set up, a little lower to the water. And I'm super happy I did, because this is a very cool, or it's gonna be, I think, a pretty cool shot. But I'm gonna go grab my gear because that magic light is happening, and it's gonna happen fast. Okay. Head cut off, yes or no? This is looking cooler. Handy little lens hood trick. Throw it on your arm so you don't drop it in the ocean. Who would drop it in the ocean? Who does that? I've thrown on a little circular polarizer. 2 reasons. One, I'm hoping that it brings down a couple stops of light, or at least a stop and a half, so that I can get a slightly longer shutter just to kind of bring a little movement into the water as it crashes in here. And the second reason is I've got this really cool sort of pool here, and there is just an ever so slight reflection coming off of it, but it's shallow enough and there's enough interesting color and texture and shape and stuff in there that I'm hoping that if I cut the reflections, that those will be visible in the final shot. So So that's with the polarizer kind of dialed back. And this is the polarizer doing its job. And I feel like you can see more in that pool. But again, like 50% of this shot is going to be whether or not those clouds light up. And if they do, buddy, I'm telling you, what? Yeah. Excited right now. Let's see. Can't even talk. Check the histogram, blowing out the highlights just a little bit. Oh, come on. See, this is the part about, what am I standing in? This is the game right here. It's, you have a composition you like, you like how all the elements are lining up. Right now the clouds are perfect, exactly where they are and how they are. But it is a little bit windy, so I'm not entirely confident that the clouds are going to stay where they are and how they are. Trying my best to be patient here and hold out. I think this shot is worth it. And that's something, I guess, that's kind of a takeaway or a lesson, is if you actually think that your composition is going to be worth it, if you can see it and you notice that one last missing piece is just patience to wait for the light, then stick it out. I'm gonna shut up now. We've got, hey, don't, come on. Watch me push my whole camera setup into the ocean here in a second. Clouds, cool, interesting background, the leading sort of ocean line that's gonna be coming in here. This is the pool I was talking about, which, to be completely honest, now that I've got myself set up, I've realized that the water is actually pushing in on top of it. But you can see the water is pushing in and crashing over that sort of still pool that I wanted to cut the reflection in so I could see through. So, I don't know. If it's turbulent like that, then maybe it makes no difference. Oh, you gotta be careful on wet rocks. You gotta be careful on wet rocks. The more I do these videos, the more I realize I've got a very limited bag of moves. I've got the sort of pop pelvic, snap pelvic thrust. I've got the pow pow, the 1-2 pow pow. What else do I have? I've got the, the almost falling over on every second footstep move. That was a little more picante there. Here is what's happening right now. Here's the downside of everything that I've tried so far this evening. Clouds are moving quite a bit, and the formations that I was most excited by are moving as well. So this is what I was talking about. Do we stick it out with what I've got, knowing that I like what I've got, or should I chase the light, or in this case, chase the clouds, hoping for something better? I still think we're gonna get really cool light in the clouds. It's just that these clouds are now becoming less and less interesting. I tell myself to be patient here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave everything set up. I'll take my camera, leave the tripod. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna do this. Take the camera, leave the tripod, quickly skirt around the corner here and just see what the other side looks like. Ooh, now I'm getting greedy. This little shot is just to show you basically the color in the sky kind of behind me right now, which is where the sun is setting, and it looks amazing. I gambled and thought that maybe we would get the similar effect over here. We are getting some color, we definitely are, but it's just not popping like I hoped it would. And if I continue out this way, you can see it's actually quite beautiful as well. That one angle that I've decided to frame on, I feel like, while not bad, is not the best shot out here this evening. All that to say, this is the shot we chose. This is the shot we're gonna stick with. And let's just cross our fingers and hope that this light gets a little more interesting. Yeah, the light is actually, the original pano that I wanted to do looks like it's gonna be spectacular. Do I abandon this shot and go back to what might be an incredible pano? It's hard to say. 20 minutes ago, this was the shot. Here's the thing, 10 minutes from now, this might be the shot again. I did cheat a little. I decided to move about 15-20 feet to the right of my original composition, which I still feel like is sort of in the same ballpark as my original. It has the exact same elements, it's just it's framed slightly differently based on how the clouds are moving. And now the clouds are like, now it's pretty over here and not so much here. Why isn't it, it's just this one direction I want it to be pretty and it's not happening. Oh, the light over there with this ocean right now, the way that the color's picking up and the pink and stuff would just be incredible. Come on, man. Like, I just, This is what you need. You need like 7 cameras set up on remotes, all in the right spot, and then you just like sit back drinking lattes, clickety click. We just don't have enough cloud high enough over here anymore. I'm gonna take this polarizer off right now because it's not doing anything. Oh, the worst timing. I have the worst timing tonight. Oh my God, Let's not turn our backs to the ocean just yet. This is my second attempt at the same composition. I've already taken the shots. It's actually a little too dark here right now. Most of the color and the light is gone. I just wanted to quickly run through this composition. Hey, mosquito, you're lost, my friend. It's September. Get out of here, man. Get on out of here, mosquitoes. I just kind of pulled it all over to the right about 15 feet to kind of get a more centralized view of those clouds. The clouds that I had lined up from an earlier shot, they didn't persist. Didn't pick up the color the way I wanted. I did leave all of my gear and run back to my original panoramic that I was gonna shoot. Gorgeous. Oh my God, that pano would be perfect right now. I think that pano would be perfect right now. I may have made a grave tactical error. If you actually think that your composition is gonna be worth it, if you can see it and you know just that one last missing piece is just patience to wait for the light, then stick it out. Oh man. It's so good up there. I know it is. I'm doing it. I know that goes against everything I started out this whole video about being patient. Pick your spot and stay with it. I completely changed my spots. There is actually light coming back right now. Oh my God, this is the thing, man. I'm just talking in circles. Like, none of this makes sense right now. Okay, what I'm gonna do then is I'm just gonna keep shooting. I don't even know if I'm in frame, if it's just my hands, if it's like you guys are getting like half a shoulder here and an earlobe. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm gonna stop down. I'm gonna shoot at 1/3 of a second. Yeah, shoot at 1/3 of a second for the sky to get some of that color. And then I'm gonna open it up to about 1/8 of a second. That was a long, I held that for a while, that about. Whoop. Oh, God. This is the packing up montage. Here we go, packing up my bag. In the dark, it's kinda slippery. Watch me pack my bag up. Little bit of coffee. Oh, could be warmer. Yeah. Jeebus. Cool your jets, boy. Got a ways to go yet.